What's happening, troops? I'm MrPacman from HerbGaming, and today we're back with another Hassy edition. Today we're looking at the 30-30 Afghan and the static. Unfortunately, I missed out on the 40% bubble, but this balanced 30 should really give us a sort of general idea of the quality that we're going to be looking at with it. Now, if you haven't seen it, we recently reviewed the first hashes to hit the UK medical market, so you've got to check that out after we're done here. The link will be down below. Spoiler alert, we weren't overly amused. So, will these new ones hold up? Or is medical hash just a no-go? Let's find out. So first up in the review table, we've got the balanced Afghan. Now, the prescription price for this one is starting to feel a little bit more reasonable. They're 40 quid for your 5 grammies. As we all know, price means absolutely nothing if the quality isn't there. Let's talk lineage. So this is a Kamango Kush crossed with Mach 1. On the nose, you're getting more of that sort of classic sour chemi notes up front, and then deeper you go, you're getting that more well-bodied Mac notes in the back. It does really remind me of the Miracle Valley Mac 1, the overall. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's not in abundance, but you don't have to go searching for it either. You know, it's there, it's quite easy to transcribe. So now this is where things get a little bit interesting, the consistency. You know, some of it doesn't feel just quite right. It's not sticky, it's in the way it's like smeary, oily, sort of greasy almost. It's not got that sort of consistency of stick. It might sound weird, but some of you will get what I mean. Picture this, you're rolling your little hash sausages to put into your devices, and usually they're like a bugger to get off your finger, but these just sort of slide off. Like I say, they're just sort of smeary. It's not sort of a stickiness that yeah. Don't know, it's a weird one. It's as if it's sort of been emulsified up with something sort of oily or something. I don't know. It's different. With the roll, you get that more of that tacky stickiness, but this is just a smear, oily grease. Don't know. Under the scope, well, it's not looking too bonny. We're seeing another pretty similar to the first hashes reviewed. Very planty. I think personally calling this bubble hash is a bit of a push. I get what they're trying to do. You've got your Afghan lineage with modern techniques. Basically, Afghan black meets bubble hash. But a Colombian granny and an Afghani great grandad doesn't quite make it Afghan for me. Like I say, it's just a bit of a stretch. Just give us some of those proper old school charas, man. Personally, I would consider this a bit more of a bowl topper than a daily driver. Honestly, it's bits more suited to tokers than vapors in my opinion. I just think you get a bit more from it. On our global hash charts, we're giving this a rating of 3 stars. Half millstep point, but still leaves a fair bit of residue behind. And whatever you do not try to dab this. Let's just say, cleaning the atomizer took me way much longer than I'd care to admit. If you absolutely have to dab it, I would reach for a banger over a E-rig. And in terms of effects, does it do what it needs to do? Well, yeah, pretty well actually. Would I order it again? Probably yeah. Especially because it helps me hit those CBD numbers. Leaves me feeling a mellow fellow, and at night time I feel it really helps settle those restless legs. So for the effects, pretty bloody decent. Right folks, let's start with the basics. This is ice cream cake crossed with white runts. So that gives us ice cream runts. This is static hash. Some of you may be asking, what actually is static hash? So before we get started with the review, let's get a quick rundown on what static hash is. So static hash is a premium solventless extract used static electricity to separate the trichome heads and the plant material. The process usually starts off with a very high-end dry sift. Then static charge is used to separate those rich resin trichomes from the unwanted plant material. What makes static so sought after was usually with static it's cleaner, it's a lot less plant material inside it, and then with static you're looking towards your 5 to 6 star range. So with that out of the way, let's see how this one actually performs and will it hold up and give it a rating on the old hash star chart. So this one comes in slightly dearer on the hashy selection. You're looking at 40 squid for the 1 gram, with very much a similar price tag to what we looked at last week with the tri-crumble on the roll. Problem with this, if you were in Canada, this would probably only end up costing you about 49 Canadian dollars. And for us, that's roughly 29 of King Charlie's finest. So my price conclusion from the last video was pretty spot on. Turns out I wasn't far off at all. Setting the price aside, well, we've got some lovely runcey smelling hash. Definitely better than the previous three. Under the scope though, we're still seeing a fair bit of plant material. So here's hoping that the 70% is going to be way much more cleaner than this. So, can you dab it? Well, it certainly is dabbable, but I'd be careful with an e-rag because it does have a little bit of carbon build up, but not much, nothing too crazy. I've got it in my short there, you can see the sort of carbon at the end, and just one swab's worth, cleaned up nicely. But lower temperatures on a banger, that's what you're probably looking at with this. But in my opinion, the best way to consume it is just a little bowl topper, just when you need that little extra oomph. Personally, I wouldn't daily drive it because I wouldn't want my tolerance, my base level to be up there, and that's what you'll tend to end up doing if you're using like a 55 all the time. I'm just keeping it for that time where I'm just needing that little extra something just to get me through whatever's going on at the time. But it does come with that extra punch that medical patients are really looking for. This one, I'd put it around the 4-star mark. You know, it certainly definitely melts, but still leaves that little bit of carbon. Not quite clean enough to push you into that 5-star bracket just with that debris. Would I order it again? Well, yeah, it does come with that oomph that a lot of medical patients actually look for. Right now, personally, I'm going to hold out for the 70%, just hoping that's going to be a little bit more cleaner. Am I wrong for asking for high quality meds? I don't know, but as it stands, hopefully that 70 is just going to come in with a lot less plant material. And I'm pretty sure it's going to. Right folks, that's it for me. All the visuals are linked in the description. If you need to have a look, go check them out. But until then, stay lifted, stay informed, and I'll catch you all in the next one.